There we go. So, why am I at Epcot? I couldn't find a good dance world or ballerina themed world for this video. I got tired, and I was like, well, this one will load. And it's Epcot. I get to pretend I'm holding the giant golf ball of doom. So, what movie did I decide to talk about and put myself at Epcot over? Abigail, which is a movie that is sold entirely on the basic of the premise, which I'm going to spoil you for. If you've not seen it or heard of this movie or seen the trailer, leave now. It's decent. It's pretty fun. It's gory, it's splattery, it's amusing. It's worth a watch. If you need more of a sell than that, than just trusting me, and you should trust me. Where's the camera? There's the camera. You should trust me at all times. Why wouldn't you trust little old me? Hee. Nothing bad ever happens to anyone who trusts me. But yes. I'm going to give you, if you need more of a sell on why I decided to watch this movie, and have not seen the trailer, which gives it away immediately, you've got 3 seconds to leave. 3, 2, 1. Little girl, ballerina, vampire. That's the pitch. Yeah, that's our bit. This movie is hiding a little bit of a surprise that the marketing team decided, fuck that, we're just going to give it away. Thus, because they did that, and most people need a little something to get into the movie from, and at this point, if you look it up, it's probably going to show you bits of the little girl in her ballerina dress covered with gore or with her vampire teeth out. I'm not going to bother hiding either. I'm going to hide nothing at all. Nothing hiding here. Nothing. No joke. Vampire movie. So, this little film is brought to us by Radio Silence, who are quickly turning into a very good for-work horror movie production company of people. They've done the last few Scream movies. They did Ready or Not. Several other... Your Next, I think, was partly theirs. Pretty good chunk of people doing pretty fun, tidy little horror movies that are pretty nice and splattery while we're at it. So, what's our setup? A bunch of criminals get brought together by that one dude who is in, like, almost every other movie, who is, like, the mysterious bad guy who's brought in. He was in the Far Cry 4 or 5, or that guy. I forget his name. He's not the one that's dead, he's the other guy. He's in Mandalorian as that stand-in for Darth Vader, because we can't use Darth Vader, but we need a Darth Vader like that dude. He's here. Gets a bunch of criminals together with various, not exactly characters, but character vignettes. Like you got our lead nurse lady who wants to get money for her kid, so she can go back to him. Rich kid who's into doing the thievery for the fun of it. Big goofy muscle man. Incredibly stoned motherfucker. The asshole. You get the sniper man, you get some types put together, and they've been brought together to kidnap a little girl. Little ballerina girl. Kidnapping goes well. They hold up at a gigantic, suspiciously ornate old mansion and say, hey, you have to stay here till morning. Don't let her get away. We're going to do a ransom. You're all going to get paid. Nothing bad's going to happen. Shit goes bad immediately. And, hey, turns out little girl ain't a little girl, she's a little vampire, and starts eating people. And from that point, you have a fun little rump of gore, possession, people turning into vampires, people getting their heads ripped off, getting eaten, getting chomped. Pretty fun time with some... At this point, the characters being thin is actually fine, because you get enough to work with without overdoing it. And as you add little twists and build up on where the plot's going, you get to add to these characters to where they're more interesting. So by the time they get eaten or explode in a pile of gore, you might go, oh, I liked that one. And that's a successful thing with your horror movie plot. You want the characters to be at least likable, or at least good enough to where when they die, you are a little sad that they're gone. You don't want to fall into the trap of having every single character be a miserable motherfucker piece of shit that you want to see die. Because at that point, you're running the clock, waiting for these people to die, and is hoping for a good payoff when they die, when the gore happens. That gets boring. That was what happens going on for a long chunk of time in the OOs and such. You want decent, interesting characters that you at least have some minor attachment to before they go kaput. That's how you do it. Radio Silence is pretty good at getting this pretty nice little setup of these types of characters. This little ensemble. Gore is fun, lots of good effects and blood splattery shit. Amusing dance number happens, 2 of them in fact. And our little vampire girl, mean little brat. Fun. I'll be honest, I watched this and the 3 again pretty much back to back. I like this one better. This one was more fun. Better gore by a long shot, and a lot more of it. It's a much better payoff for everything. Vampire Kid was more entertaining. That said, she got more to do. The 3 Again's actress, whatever they were, puppet, whatever. She didn't get to do a lot, but what she got was pretty good. Vampire Girl's here the whole movie. She's acting normal. Well, she's acted both innocent little girl and mean-ass little vampire. Back and forth for big chunks of the film. She gets to chew the scenery and the actors. She gets a lot to work with, and it's very fun. And apparently the kid went to the trouble of learning how to be a ballerina during filming, so good for her. So yeah, pretty good film, worth a watch. It's no great shakes or anything, but if you're in on the premise of vampire ballerina little girl, that's enough to get you in the door. You'll have a good time. You will be entertained. Speaking of entertaining, I'm going to go ride on... Oh, what's a good ride here? How about Ellen's Energy Adventure? Living Seas? Interventions? Oh no, What about that one where you just sit in a cart and you go around in a farm and see some stuff getting grown? I went on that one time. Oh. Epcot's boring. Ah, damn. My nostalgia. Like and subscribe for more. I see me talking about videos in this fat kitty cat VR thing more often. Watch me in live action and be horrified by my creepy rubber face. Or be turned on. You'll probably be turned on if you're watching me already. So on, so forth, yada yada. Like and subscribe. Watch me draw porn. Check my FA. Maybe not check FA. Anywhere else at the moment, because stuff's happening again, because we can't have nice things. Twitter is still there if you want it. Blue Sky. Blue Sky is good. That one's fine. Use that one. Check my Blue Sky. You'll see a lot of porn. Join my Patreon. Check my Discord, Telegram group, yada yada. I will draw you porn for money. Bye.